When you see the red button,
It's recording.
Okay, like I said, this is the 90th anniversary of Toastmasters International. So since we don't have that much time, we'll ask 3 people a few questions. And as Toastmasters 90th anniversary, how many people are familiar with Dr. Ralph C. Smedley? Have you ever heard of him? He is the one who founded Toastmasters. And when he founded it, it was an all-men's organization. A few years later, one woman came along and they got her, she was able to join. They actually made up a male name. I can't remember her name. What was it?
Homer.
Oh, they made up the name Homer and they started calling her Homer. And they signed her up as Homer so that she could be a member of the club. I hope that was really funny. So, if you had a chance to meet the Toastmasters founder, Dr. Ralph C. Smedley, what would you say to him or ask him, David? Since you know who he was.
Mr. Smedley, boy, what a fantastic idea. Getting people to express their thoughts. I mean, let's face it, in this whole world today, you gotta talk. And you've got to make an impression. And to train people to talk, this would be an outstanding organization, and we would help people become leaders that would just flow down, and they'll show their kids, and their kids will show their kids, and we'll have a bunch of talkers. It'd be great. And so I think it was an incredible idea, and I think that one good idea leads to another one, and they just flow down, and it grows, and it grows to what it has. And so I really commend you, Mr. Smedley, for coming up with this idea, and hopefully it just continues to grow like that.
Would any of our guests like to participate? And I forgot your name. Go ahead. Do you want to participate? Would you like to talk to it? What's your name? Monica. Monica, what is your own history with Toastmasters?
I'm a little rusty. I could see that I forgot some things that I've learned. I am a CTM only. I was in Toastmasters in the South Bay, Torrance area for about 5-6 years. And what I liked about Toastmasters was you learn about yourself, you learn about each other, friends, and it's a positive environment. And I caught many ums before I started speaking. I didn't realize. And once I was in Toastmasters, I was more aware of the ums and where I wasn't before, and I could pick up on some friends saying it where I, didn't pay attention before. So it's made me more aware to listen to somebody talking and, dare I just talking back to them and just communicating better, being a better person. But then when you're a better person, you could be better friends to somebody else and you're more positive. So that's what I've learned.
John, would you like a question? Kamalika, would you like a question? Hey, Kamalika, Toastmasters clubs are present in 126 countries. If you could visit any club in the world, where would you go and why?
Thank you, Madam fellow Toastmasters and guests. If I could visit one club in the world, I would probably pick one from the Middle East or somewhere where English is not the native language. And the reason because one of the things that Toastmasters teaches us so effectively is to tailor our message to the audience. And I'd like to see, for those audiences, how does the message look like? What are the things that get to them? What are the things that make them tick? That will also allow me a little bit of insight on how to tailor my speeches when I'm presenting to an audience where English is not the first language. There are a lot of colloquialisms. There are a lot of native language words that don't necessarily translate very well into English. So when we are presenting something, we still want to capture the essence, but do it in a way that the language does not get completely involved. Definitely something to learn as a presenter, and that's why going to another club in one of those regions, or even Asia Pacific for that matter, would be of great interest. Thank you.
We have time for one more. Okay. Anthony, would you like a question?
All right.
Being an area governor, what do you hope or envision your club or district will be like in 10 years at the organization's 100th anniversary?
Thank you, Madam Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. As an area governor, one of the focus areas that I have really made a point of during my term so far is collaboration, connecting the dots. We all exist in our club level, and there's a lot to be gained at the club level. However, I think that a lot of magic and a lot of wonderful things start happening when we happen to share experiences. One of the richest parts of my Toastmasters experience, I would have to say, was when I started going outside of the box. Yes, your parenting means getting outside of the box every once in a while. Going outside of the box that I'm used to, and going to another club, seeing another experience. A lot of it is the common foundation, the same values, the same place to call home, the home away from home. However, there's a lot of subtle differences, and maybe some not so subtle differences, that enrich my experience all the more. And it is one thing that I've really been keen on. It is to enhance that and bring that back to each of our clubs so that everyone can benefit. And in the next 10 years, it is my hope that something, whether that is a cross-club collaboration tradition, regular joint meetings, is something I would really love to see. Madam Table Topics.
Thank you. And with that, can I please have the timer's report?
Madam Table Topics Master, David Stook for 1 minute and 3 seconds. Monica for 1 minute and 17 seconds. Malika also for 1 minute and 17 seconds. And Anthony for 1 minute and 40